Welcome to Dub Life Diaries, the podcast where passion meets the open road. I'm Joe Person, your host, and also a lifelong dubber. Buckle up, because this ride is just beginning. This podcast is sponsored by Volksmania magazine. Good times, great cars, awesome Volksmaniacs. Visit Volksmania.com to learn more about this class-leading VW magazine. All right, welcome back to Dub Life Diaries. Today's guest is a Southern California native who's been rolling in the Volkswagen scene since he was just 13 years old. After serving 22 years in the Navy, he built a legend, which is a 64 VW bus named the Caribbean Queen. She's won the Best in Show. She's been in VW Trends. She's even been in some Japanese magazines. She's carried brides, prom dates, and parade floats. Dano Olortegui is not just a VW guy. He's a culture builder. He's the founder of Funkengruven. He's the creator of Groofest, which we're going to hear all about today. And he's been keeping the air-cooled scene alive with some really awesome ideas, like the valve cover races and the Hot Wheel experiences that you guys, plus live music. We're getting into all of it today. This is going to be a fun ride, so buckle up. Big Dano, welcome to Dub Life Diary.
Thank you so much for having me. Thank you.
And you're welcome. You know, I like to get these things always started with a mention to my sponsors, but the first thing I have to do is I have to thank you for your service.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I appreciate and respect my freedom, and I respect so much that, you know, you did that. So hats off to you. And again, thank you for your service. Again, before we get going, shout out to Volksmania magazine. I see your shirt. Yeah, awesome.
Represent.
Volksmania. Flyest VW magazine on the face of the planet. I feel that these guys are also probably some of the best people in the scene. Volksmania.com. Use DubLife10 at checkout. We'll get you 10% off your first issue. Those are U.S. subscribers only. Also, shout out to Salty Dub. From the beach to the bay, Salty Dub is tearing up the VW scene with some awesome events and swag. SaltyDub.com. Same discount code, DubLife10 at checkout for merch only. Shout out to my buddy Chris White, Riverbank Customs. Chris is out of Pell City, Alabama. Super stand-up dude, all about the VW scene. He's everywhere, but check him out on YouTube, Riverbank Customs. My last shout-out is for your guys in the Houston area, the Groovers. Yeah, shout out to the Groovers. Yeah, awesome, man. Okay, buddy, so back to you. I don't want to take too much thunder. This is all about you. Tell us what it was like growing up in Southern California.
Back in the days, it was awesome. I mean, you hear the highs and lows of California, but born and raised, born on the beach, actually, in Santa Monica, California. The beaches and the weather, the only real thing that I miss. And the culture, the Volkswagen culture. They said there are a dime a dozen out there. Yeah, but they're all garage kept. But when you go out to shows, it's like the comrade. It's family orientated. And it just like you get together, you help each other out. I wanted to bring that here when I moved here five years ago. The West Coast vibe, I can tell you. I mean, it's like everybody looks at it now. It's like it's not the same. But I wanted to bring that little part of me that I remember when I was a kid, 13, and growing up, being a teenager in high school and just going out there and having fun. And you're seeing Volkswagen air-cooled. It's like, that was the scene. That was the scene. It's like Fast Time at Ridgemont High.
Yeah.
It was filmed at my high school, actually, Canoga Park High School.
Oh, that's so cool, man. For real.
Totally coming out of that VW bus, with all the smoke and all. So it's a culture and it's upbringing, and it's just something that stayed with me. It's a part of me.
So were your first memories around that time, 13-ish?
Absolutely. It's my dad had a 69 and a 71 squareback.
Okay.
And we took long trips in it, and he would get tired, and he said, okay, I'm 13 years old. He goes, you go ahead and drive. I'm going to take a nap. That's the way I learned.
Any crazy stories about almost getting caught or anything,
I just stayed in one lane, and that's when.
I used to do that. I used to drive my dad's van when I was 14. I had two older brothers, and they used to get themselves into trouble, and they would have me leave the St. Pete Beach house and go pick them up on St. Pete Beach, and then they would drive it back home. But at 14, I was behind the wheel, no driver's license as
Yeah.
well. So I
Yep.
know the feeling. Do you want to touch on the squareback? I know it meant a lot to you as a kid.
Right. Type Type 3, nice squareback. It was automatic, so I didn't have to, at 13, I was just driving. But as far as that, I mean, it's my mom had what's called a Landmark. A lot of people don't know what a Landmark is. It's one of the California edition camper vans in 78, 79. And it was a joy. We went to Baja, California. We went to San Felipe, camped out 4th of July. It's like we just used it to the bone. And it's very rare. I think there's only maybe 7 of them that are still running today. So, but it just growing up in the community, and it just becomes a part of you. It's in your blood.
Yeah. The SoCal car culture, late 80s, early 90s, it was like, to me, looking back, like the mecca, the height of the
Right.
scene. How was the scene back then? Because you lived it, compared to what the Volkswagen scene is today.
It was a little bit more relaxed back then. It not political and not so competitive. It was like, hey, if I win, I win, kind of feeling. You just go there to tell your story. That's what, people come up and ask you questions about, you know, what modifications have you done? Where did you get this done? Where'd you get that done? How fast did she really go? It's just the stories and the people. It's not about winning awards. I saw it leaning towards that more when I left. But the biggest shows out there, I mean, you got Octo, you got Prado, you got the Huntington Beach Piers, it's just so many. San Diego, where my first best of show, my first car show ever. And it was just like, welcome to the family. Here you go. Bam.
Wow.
Yeah.
Awesome, man. I feel that. I feel what you're saying, as far as the comparison. But I
Right.
feel like the big takeaway is it's the main portion of the scene is still kind of like that, right? The camaraderie, the vibe.
That's what I want to bring back when I
Yeah.
moved out here to Texas, and it's like,
Awesome.
come on, we're airheads, let's do this, and
Yeah.
then once we get the name Funkengruven, it's just like, hey, we're groovers, let's groove on.
I love it, man. I love it. So let's touch on the Navy for a second, because
Okay,
22 years, I know I said it, I can't say it enough. Thank you so much for your service. But,
thank you.
summarize, if you will, because we'll maybe have a chance to dive in, but summarize what the journey was like, 22 years in the service.
Well, it's a long story short. Right out of high school, joined the Navy. My scores were pretty high, so I was accepted into the submarine community. So
Whoa.
after boot camp and Great Mistakes, Illinois, they just shipped me out to Groton, Connecticut, submarine school. And then after graduating from there, ended up on a nuclear-powered ballistic submarine, the USS Henry Clay, 625. Yeah, bubblehead. Did that for 6 years, got out, went back in as a reservist and became a CB. And once it took off. I mean, I traveled the world, been multiple tours in Iraq, Kuwait, Pakistan, Afghanistan. It's like, I can't tell you. I mean, the experience alone, it's a lifetime. And 22 years, I mean, I'm knock on wood, I'm glad I'm here to tell the stories.
Yeah.
And I got to bring this up, but my son was not forced to do anything, but he followed my footsteps, 4 years of ROTC, and he just graduated himself from boot camp.
I saw him coming home at the airport.
Yes.
I saw your proud father post, and it gave me,
Oh, yeah.
man, good
Never
stuff.
prouder. Never
Yeah,
prouder.
good stuff.
And he was selected to become a ceremonial guard. So he is now stationed in Washington, D.C. for a 2-year commitment. So he's doing all the funeral honors, the parades, holidays, anything that happens in Washington, D.C., he's there.
Wow. What a privilege and a blessing. That sounds
Yes.
awesome.
Yeah.
Over your career, I guess 22 years, right? Did you carry your love for Volkswagens with you during the service, or did you kind
I
of
did.
hiatus for a while?
I did. I
Good.
thought about it plenty. I said, okay, I am gonna inherit my dad's squareback. Come to find, while I was in submarines, he passed away. The car was stolen and never saw, we never found it.
Oh no.
So I made a promise to myself. I said, hey, I am going to find a 65, due to the reason that that's the year I was born, a 65 Volkswagen bus. And I'm going to either buy it with no flaws, which that's what I intended. But, I'm thinking I'm Richie Rich, no. So I had to buy a project. And it took me a good 10 to 11 years before I found one, but it was a 64. That's the only thing that, yeah, kind of was a downer, but it had good bones. And I bought it right before COVID hit from a gentleman in Corpus Christi, Texas. And the story behind it is she arrived in Los Angeles in 1964. I traced her down, went to El Paso, then went to Albuquerque, New Mexico, went to Corpus Christi. I purchased in Corpus Christi, took it back to California, and started the restoration. And lo and behold, 4 years later, I bring it back to Texas. So.
Walk me through the build just a little bit so the listeners can envision this bus.
About the restoration, or the just finding it, or
No, really more or less about the build itself, just so like the details of it can kind of, can be
absolutely
painted. Nobody can see this, they can only hear it.
right. I have a lot of before and after pictures, but it was pretty much a rust bucket. But the gentleman that I purchased it from is a retired Marine aircraft mechanic, and
Wow.
he was restoring it.
Okay.
And he took most of the rust off, replaced new panels, primered it, and I took it from there. And I took it to California, had it repainted into a color that I accepted, and that's the way she, I guess, adorned her new name, Caribbean Queen.
Yeah.
Caribbean Queen. The blue that I wanted is almost a turquoise teal. The original color is a teal turquoise. It just popped, and I said, "What color is that?" They said, "That's Caribbean blue." It sounds relaxing, like when you go on vacation, the blue waters and everything else. I said, "That's what I want." I said, "I'm going to call it the Caribbean Queen." It's like, and it stuck.
I
But
love
we
it.
painted it.
I love
We
how the
painted
names
it.
always evolve too. The cars come to us. Yes, that's true. Like cats, they
Right.
find us, but the names always come to us too. And I always think that's so
Exactly.
interesting. I love talking
Yeah.
about that. Before I move past the Navy, I want to touch on it just a little bit more. Did you ever find any overlap between Navy life and car culture?
I did every time I came home. It's
Okay.
like, whether I was stationed in Japan, Hawaii, Germany, Scotland, it's when I came home, it's just going to the beach, putting my mindset, relaxing, and then you look on PCH and there goes the VW bus, there goes the Comet Kia, there, bugs everywhere. It's like it was just I should say, like a turning point in my life where I could go relax. And, many times I went to the rock store where Jay Leno, Arnold Schwarzenegger hang out with my motorcycle. And I said, okay, this is kind of the community I want to absorb, but taking it to the air cooled side, it's like, it just so many good memories, stories. And it's just the people you meet and, they're, they were there, but they're gone today. And it's still, you just don't, it's a memory and you want to keep that memory going. So that's what it is to me.
Do you have maybe a wild story or something from your 22 years in the Navy? Something that stands out, maybe something that shaped you the most?
Ooh. If I told you the number one, I would have to send some agents over there to keep you quiet. No,
Don't do that then. I want to keep doing this podcast and celebrate you guys.
exactly. Ooh, there are so many. I mean, that's why. I mean, if I had to do it all over again, I would in a heartbeat.
Mm,
It's not just my service to the country; it's just experience. I mean, going in at 18, experiencing the world and becoming a man instantly. It's like living on your own, paying your own bills. It's everything that the life has to offer. It's put in front of you, and you grow up really fast. I mean, they're just a lot of experiences, but I mean, bad ones that you learn from, and the good ones that are just so deep that when you get into it, it's like, you get the little tear coming down,
Sure.
rolling down your face. And it's just like,
Yeah.
there's just so many. I couldn't pick one out of all of them.
So after 22 years in, you retire from the Navy. Was there a transition to go back to like a civilian life, or is it not really?
Absolutely.
Okay, yeah. Tell me about that. Talk about that transition.
Absolutely. It's every time we came back from sea duty, it's like we're approximately 107 days underwater without even coming up for air. Okay. And it takes a toll. I mean, you
That
start
makes me
to smell.
claustrophobic.
I mean, it's like these submarines run on diesel, and it's like you smell like diesel, like you've been dipped in diesel, and that's the way it is. You get used to it.
Wow.
So when you come back, it's like basically you're getting your sea legs back because you can't drive. You think you know everything, but after 107 days of your mind being set on your job and being on patrol and detergent patrols, it's like you lose common sense.
Wow.
You do. I mean, the same thing when I went to Iraq and came back. It's like you have to. I mean, my wife had to put up with a lot when I came back. It's like I saw a lot. There's a
Dang.
lot that I don't want to discuss because they're
Sure.
just gruesome. And when I'm driving, she goes, "Why are you driving so slow?" I'm and I have a lead foot. Okay. I can't drive 55, Sammy Hagar says. I can't. Okay. But I came back and I'm driving slow. She goes, What are you doing? And I was looking at everything on the side of the roads
Yeah,
for
bomb.
IED
Yeah,
bombs.
yeah, man.
I saw a Coke can. I kind of like not I didn't freeze up, but I'm like, okay, let me pass it slow. I'm like, it was just my mindset
Yeah.
of being in a war zone and
Wow,
coming back and trying to forget about that. To being in a third world country and coming back and knowing
dude.
the freedom that I have here,
Yeah.
and the freedom that I fought for. It's like I had to relax and say, blessed that I'm not from there, but the people there are suffering. You got to give it to them. It's like they're not all bad. Half of them, that's the way they were brought up. Okay. You can't blame them. And the other half are saying, please help us. Give us clean water. Give us medical. I mean, it's just something that you have to outweigh
Yeah.
and, try to say, okay, that was reality then. It's not reality now. And you got to focus on what you got to do. So it's training your mind. It's a mind game. That's
Wow.
basically.
Hell of an adjustment,
Yes.
not something that I've ever had to do. I can say that I've moved, cities. I've moved from, my hometown to a, different climate. And I know
Right.
about that type of adjustment. But man, the closest thing that I can relate to is by saying this in about 2014 or so, the phones are starting to get real popular. My kids all have iPads and
Exactly.
around the holiday time, this game called Deer Hunter had come out on the phone.
Okay.
And it was fun as hell. You could download it and you could go through all these different, variations of playing Deer Hunter. And then you could level up and, it was a really fun game.
Mhm.
Well, I noticed about 2 weeks I'm playing this game, probably too much, probably 2, 3, 4 hours a day on my phone. Right.
See?
It's probably too much, right?
Yeah.
We went on a road trip and we left our home area and we're on the road and we're on the interstate. And I kept seeing stuff off the side of the road and I'd want to put my sight on it.
Yeah. Exactly.
So when you said that, I thought that I'm like, damn, a Coke can. I can't even imagine
Yeah.
feeling of how you have to tiptoe.
Awareness and yeah,
Yes.
exactly.
Oh my
Exactly.
goodness, man. Again, and if for everybody listening, thank you, man, so much for putting yourself through that for our
Thank you.
freedom.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
Certainly. Yes. Okay. Back to Dubs, because we could
Yes.
spend the whole rest of the time talking about your 22 years. But the Caribbean Queen, I just want a little bit more detail. What motor she got in her?
2110.
Okay.
Okay. And the story behind that was I was looking for an engine builder in California at the time. And the price ranges were out of my pocket, my wallet. I opened it up and, dollar bills flying everywhere. I said, no, I can't. I found this gentleman, Josh, in Idaho, well known. He owned a place called Sawtooth Air Cool. He said, if you give me this opportunity to build your engine, I won't ask for anything extra if I find, I need to put more stuff on it and stuff like that. And at the time, Caribbean Queen was being featured in VW Trends magazine.
Wow.
Okay. I told him, if you do this for me, he saved me approximately 5 to 6 grand off of it too. If you do this for me, and I said, I will write that you were the right engine builder, give you props or whatever. He goes like, I'm going to put my faith in you. My wife, for some reason, I mean, all we did is talk on the phone. My wife, for some reason, says, go with your gut. Let's do this. He built the 2110. He drove from Idaho, Jerome, Idaho, to California with
Dude.
his family. Okay.
What?
They're making a vacation out of it, to my home, and installed it in my driveway
Whoa, what?
free of charge.
What?
Okay. They call him the barefoot mechanic, and I have photos of him. He never wears shoes. In the shop, he goes around, he's barefoot. Okay. And my neighbors and I would just stayed in awe. We're watching him as he's installing my engine. And we're going like, man, this guy knows what he's doing. I mean, he has a procedure like a surgeon.
Yeah.
And he's operating on my Caribbean Queen, putting her in.
Wow.
And ever since then, he's been nonstop. From the article in the magazine, he's been nonstop busy.
Good.
He went to Disneyland, he toured everything. He went back home. He was so busy, he didn't know what to do.
We're gonna give him a big old fat shout out on this podcast too. We'll make sure we put his company in the notes.
The thing is, he's retired now.
Oh no!
That's why you can't find good engine builders. It's like,
yeah,
you find them, they're good, you stay with them, but then they're no longer in the business. So,
one of the things that we all face, especially us, older men that are only getting older, is that's what's happening. The best guys, best mechanics that we've ever seen, that we've ever done business with or have worked for us, they're dying off.
Yeah. Not only that, it's like our local shop, Das European Auto Shop. Christian, the owner, he has Albert, who is 88 years old, and he works on the air cool, the classic air cools, and he's slow, but he's good. He's thorough.
Good. Yeah. He probably knows.
If you have the time, some of us, you say, you want this done now. Here, I got the parts, put it in. That's it. It's not like that nowadays. You can't do that.
Yeah.
So you got to have the time and patience. So believe me, it's a dying breed.
So 2110 engine bays all painted out in color matched with I saw some pictures.
It's got the Porsche shroud.
Yes.
With the fan and everything else. So dual Webers. Yep.
Yes. Love all that. Anything else for the listeners about Caribbean Queen that you want to, before we move past that?
Absolutely. It's since she's basically a showpiece and my daughter's going to inherit her.
Whoa.
It's not for sale. The way she's set up with the limo seating and everything else, I use it for a lot of weddings, went out for weddings, parades, grand opening, winter breaks, formals, you name it. It's like I have Santa during Christmas sit there, hand out candy canes and stuff, and we do holiday photos. So that's, I can do that on the side, part-time on the weekends, and that's what it does,
I love it.
It's the pride. It's the pride of seeing her picture out there, His family says, hey, man, look at this. I'm like, hey, that's my bus,
I love it. Another dub story.
The weird thing is, whenever I go to any shows, oh, there's the Caribbean Queen. Who's the driver? They don't know who I am. They know who my bus is.
Wow.
It's like, I seen your bus. Your bus, that's yours? Oh, then you must be Dano. I'm like, yeah. But my bus is known like everywhere.
So I want to touch on the weddings and the formals and the proms, but quickly, I just want to touch on this, and you can kind of walk me through this experience. Okay. After the build, you enter your first big car show, which was Dubs and Beer in San Diego.
Correct.
Walk us through that day. What did it feel like winning Best in Show?
Great. I was in contact with one of the promoters, Amber. The day I arrived, I think I got there about 2 hours early because I was nervous. I pulled into the parking lot. She personally parked me in a corner. She said, here, this is your spot. You got a beautiful bus right here set up. Went there. The reaction of everybody walking up to me, asking me what year, what color, They love the theme. It's like, tell me about it. Where did she come from? It's like, I was in awe. I mean, I kind of felt like a celebrity. It's my first show. Everybody's coming up to me and talking to me, and I'm like, man, this is nice. It's like, that's where I got the idea of making a show board so I wouldn't have to repeat myself 100 times during the day.
Wow.
Right?
Yeah. No, smart.
But it was a good feeling. It's like, I'm going like, wow, I didn't know what to expect. I mean, everybody's saying, hey, good job, good job. That's a beautiful bus. Beautiful, beautiful. Okay. And I walked around and I saw the beauty in others. And I'm like, they're saying mine's beautiful. Look at them. I mean, this is like the cream of the creme. And I went out there and I'm going like, okay, sat down there for awards. I wasn't expecting anything. All of a sudden, when they called me up, I'm like, what? And people were actually pushing me, to go up and accept it because I was in shock.
Yeah.
And I'm going,
Sure. That's that
yeah,
gimmick talking to me. Yeah. Yeah.
exactly. And push me up and everybody's applauding and all that stuff. And Amber presented me and we took photos. And I'm like, you don't know how much this means to me. I mean, it's like, this is my first show right after I restored her and brought it out here. And it's like, it took off from there. That's when I just started attending shows all up and down the West Coast and moved out here. And I mean, after 300 plus trophies, it's like I had to calm down because my wife said basically, one, you're going to have to buy a new house just for your trophies.
Yeah.
And the other one is, I don't see you on weekends anymore. Like,
Yeah. I
so,
get
yeah,
that.
it was a great feeling. It was the first motivating experience I've had winning at a car show with my Volkswagen. So.
You mentioned celebrities a second ago. I want to touch on this because I think this is so cool. But I see Wee Man in some of your pictures. And for those listeners that don't know, Wee Man is the smaller statured guy off of Jackass.
Jackass.
Yeah. And, guys, I grew up on Jackass. Okay. And here's what I used to say when I was younger. And this is no joke. And Dano, I'm sure you can relate to this. I used to say, boy, if I had cameras like these guys did when I was a teenager, I would have gave them all a run for their money because they were
exactly
entertaining.
Exactly.
I can tell you, me and my buddies, we were flipping crazy, man. We did all the same jumping off roofs and pranking people and all the same stuff. But back to Wee Man. Talk to me about Wee Man. How do you know him? Does he come to Groofest? Is he a Volkswagen guy? Like, talk to me about Wee Man.
Okay. What I want to base it like when you said when we were smaller and we had cameras. Have you ever put a wooden ramp, and laid kids out and try to jump over the kids?
We did it. Like I did. Ask another kid to do it, but I would lay down. Yes,
I did.
Brother, you could do it on a KX 125.
Yeah. No, the funny thing
fly over us, we'd all be underneath. No cameras back then.
Exactly. The funny thing is, I worked as a lead carpenter in the motion picture industry.
Okay.
And we happened to be working on Jackass.
Oh, no way, dude. Okay.
So I met the entire crew. I mean, it was a blast. I mean, they had ambulances on standby because they got injured all the time.
Dude, they were
did their
nuts.
own stunts and everything. They were crazy. It's like, okay, hang out with Steve-O, hang out with all the other ones. And then Jason was at his trailer. I walk in there and we just started talking like he was just a normal guy.
Right.
He is a normal guy.
Right.
Okay. And then we just started get relationship, just like, hey, my buddy from California, okay, moved to Texas. He had a grand opening. Okay. He's co-owner of Chronic Tacos. They were having a grand opening here in Texas. My wife and I were just cruising. We said, let's go to grand opening. We went there in my bus, drove there. He happened to be there. And he goes, no way. I got to get a picture with that. I'm like, come on outside. Let's go. Right. So after he signed autographs and all, he came outside and obliged and took photos with the Queen. And, it's just been up from there. So it's like, everybody go like, you know him? I was like, well, yeah, I know him. I'm not going to say I'm his best friend, but yeah, I know him. And he's a great guy. And, he'll give you the shirt off his back. And he took up pictures. A lot of people don't know. His name is Jason Wee Man Acuna,
That's awesome, man. I wanted to touch base back on the couple magazines that you were in. I know you mentioned VW Trends and we kind of touched on that. I was interested in hearing more about this Japanese magazine. How'd they find you?
Actually, they were at Prado, San Bernardino, California. And God, there had to have been more than 300 buses total. There
Oh,
were thousands and thousands of VWs. And I happened to get second runner up in my class. And that was my last show in California before heading out here to Texas.
right.
And there were magazine reporters and photographers going up and down, up and down. Without my knowledge, I didn't know. And then one of them reached out to me and said, "Is this your bus?" I'm like, "Yes." And he said, "Well, there's an article in a Japanese magazine that, would you like to get a copy of it?" I said, "Yeah, please. Yeah, by all means." It came, it was in all Japanese. So I asked him, "Can you please translate this for me?" He wrote me a big email and it was all translated. And I'm going like, "Oh my God, thank you." He put some older pictures that I've had throughout the whole history of my bus.
Yeah.
And I thought it was pretty cool. And I go, okay. So took the magazine and framed it, and I'm like, wow, she's known in Japan.
And that is so cool. The only thing that I can relate to that is by starting this podcast, I have podcast software that shows me where every IP address is. Everybody that downloads an episode,
Okay.
it'll tag their country,
Right.
where they're
Good.
at. And I can't believe it. I'm in like 36 countries. It's just it's baffling to me that it's not baffling. I know that Volkswagen culture runs deep, but to actually see it with my own eyes
How
across
many
36
people you
countries.
have reached? That's
Yes,
how
man.
many people you've reached. You're going like, wow. Yeah, I can. Yeah,
Yeah,
totally relate.
I got an email the last couple days of September. Just in the month of September, I had over 50,000 downloads. It's
Wow.
crazy, man.
It is.
A VW podcast, absolutely crazy. But I'm sure you'll.
And props to you. I mean, for doing this. I mean,
Yeah,
it's like
thanks, bro.
I'm hearing it all over. I think you interviewed a couple of friends of mine, president of Bay Area Volkswagen Club, David Saucier.
Oh yeah,
And
yeah, yeah.
there's other people that are around that say, "Hey, man, you got to listen to this podcast." I'm like, "Nah, I'm not a podcast. My wife is a podcast." Then I started listening. I'm like, "This is me. This is me. This
Yeah,
is
dude.
us."
That's exactly what I was hopeful for,
Yeah,
was to make it feel like that, to make it feel, like a movement, but because of you guys. You
exactly.
guys are the badasses of this whole culture. It's the builders, it's the guys like you that are putting on shows,
Mhm.
having the vision, keeping the VW spirit alive. That's really what it's
Right.
about, man. So again, right back
Absolutely.
at you. Thank you.
Absolutely.
Touching on, I guess, the impact of media recognition, being in magazines, using the bus now, it's recognized everywhere. Now, do people see the Queen at shows and treat her any differently because of her past, or is it still like a new kind of vibe when people meet her?
I think it's a little bit of both.
Okay.
Due to the fact that people know me for being a showman, sort of, I like to display. So when I display, for Christmas, I'll decorate my bus with Christmas items and stuff like that and all
Yeah.
that. But my main display is I love the beach. If I can't go to the beach, I bring the beach to myself and my shows.
Okay.
So I have a lifeguard stand. I have a kiddie pool that I fill up with water. I have sand castles, crabs, shells. I have the
Oh man, that's
all
so cool.
nine. I mean, I have everything. Sometimes I have models there, bikinis with a beach ball, and representing the beach.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
a
yeah.
culture and getting mindsets, and like people come up to me, and go like, "Those were the good old days."
Oh man.
Beach Boys. When they hear the Beach Boys, all they can think is my bus. It's like that's the vibe I got. They said, "I love your bus because you display it. I don't just put it there and park it. I do a whole showman type thing." And it's
Yeah,
like that's what I'm known for, and people appreciate that because it gives them that, "Man, I wish I would have kept mine." Or,
oh.
"Oh, I remember in high school when we drove it, there were like 20 of us packed in it and we all drove, down the boulevard and stuff." I'm like, exactly the story you want to hear. It's like,
Exactly.
it's beyond awesomeness.
So fast forward just a little bit. You came to Houston. You started Funkengruven. What sparked the idea to, I guess, even start a club, but not just a club with a name like Funkengruven?
Just the vibe. Mine's a daily driver. When I drive it, I mean, I'm getting thumbs up. I'm getting the shaka sign. I'm getting it's beautiful. I'm getting
Yeah.
honked at. I'm getting these big old smiles. I get people videoing me while I'm driving. I'm like, it's just like, okay, like we go back to being like a celebrity, you know, they know the bus, they don't know me. And it's just, I didn't have that vibe around the town that I live. I'm in North Houston. And when you went to car shows, it wasn't that big unless you went to a big car show in Austin, Texas, in Dallas, Texas. You know, you go to these big shows. And I said, I craved for that feeling. And it's okay. We started the club. There's only 6 of us 3.5 years ago. There was only 6 of us in the club. And if you go look at my Facebook page, we have more than 773 followers.
Yeah, I was gonna
And
say
it's
there's
got,
almost 1,000. Yeah.
exactly. There's over 150 running right here in Houston, you
Dang.
know, and it's like taking it, being around people that love what you love,
Mm,
you know, love telling their stories, love appreciation. Again, it's not about winning. It's about being together, spending time together, getting to know people on a one-to-one basis.
mm.
I mean, my wife is best friends now with, you know, people in the club and stuff like that. It's like, it's family. And
That's
that's what I wanted to bring to this is that everybody getting together, being positive, supporting other clubs as well. And
yes.
that's what it's about, you know?
Hey, man, you did
So,
it. You did it,
yeah,
and you're continuing to do it. That's so awesome. From 6 people to almost 1,000, you know, there's a pat on the back for you right there.
thank you.
Uh, but now we also have Groofest.
Yes.
Yeah, so let's touch on that. Uh,
Okay.
Groofest. How did Groofest start, I guess, and kinda walk me through the vibe of
Absolutely.
Groofest.
There was a different Volkswagen car club that was basically hosting it in the town of Tomball, and they made it not just a car show, it was a festival. And the city of Tomball was having a festival, all things groovy. And this Volkswagen car club came in and they started, you know, incorporating it, bringing people and liking German cars. It's groovy, the Austin Powers vibes, you know, hey, you know, hip the tie-dye days.
Yeah.
And just, I guess they outgrew it and they decided not to have it anymore. And the city approached me and said, would you like to take over? You have a club, don't you? And I'm like, sure. So for last 3 years, I took over and it was a success where we outgrew the venue. And so this year we had it at the shop club. And I don't know if you know where there's 3 of them. There's one in Seattle, one in Dallas, and one in Houston. The one in Houston is the largest one. It's a 70,000 square foot facility.
I saw the
Right?
videos.
Yes, it's gorgeous.
Yeah, yeah.
It houses Houston's finest. I mean, you got the McLarens, Porsches, Ferraris. You got everything is in there. I had 2 of my Volkswagens in there just because while I cleaned my garage out. It's a nice facility that has tools, a lift bay, detail, photo. It's got a restaurant up on the second floor, the Derby, which is the cuisine is outrageous, a full bar, pool table, conference rooms, golf simulator, racing simulator,
Dang.
speakeasy room that's actually a bookcase. You open the door, there's a cigar room in there with a poker table. I mean, it's legit. Okay.
Sounds like
You feel it's a country
it.
club for cars,
Yeah.
basically. And so we got together with Marshall, the manager there, and he said, hey, bring Groofest here, bring it here. And we did. We had 2 bands, local bands, tribute bands. We had a Unit Shifter, which is a Nirvana tribute band, and
Okay.
Holding On, which is the Cranberries.
Nice.
Uh, they were marvelous.
Oh,
I
dude.
mean, they
I
played the crowd.
So, you know, we have some pretty decent sized shows down here in on the west coast of Florida, Central Florida. But something that we have failed to do just yet is, or at least at our events, is live music. Uh,
Right.
you know, so that's, you know, hats off for that. They have live music at Bug Jam and some of the bigger shows. But some other fun you guys are having are I noticed was the valve cover races,
You're right.
whole Hot Wheel experience. Talk to me about how you mix in that family fun style.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I want to hear more about the valve cover races for sure. But tell me about these, how they evolved, and how you even thought about doing them.
I've been involved with the Marine Toys for Tots since 1997, going
Okay.
over 26 years, volunteering for the community and getting these toys to the unfortunate families that, they either lost their job, they lost one parent, or what have you, any circumstances, and going the day before Christmas and handing them a toy and seeing that kid's face. That's what it's about to me. It's like, okay, we got a bike. Did your kid ever had he never had a bicycle. He's 12
Wow.
years old, never had a bicycle. Like, here's a bike. And he's like, is this for me? Yeah. I go, oh my God. And then they run up and they hug you. First they ask the parents, is it okay if I hug them?
Oh,
Go for, it's like,
oh,
oh,
man. That's
I
life
wanted
right
to
there.
bring that to the shows because I know parents that come to the show, it's long, it's hot, some of them are boring, their kids don't wanna be there, though they see the cars and then that's it.
Yeah.
Short, span.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, what I did is I purchased this Hot Wheel tracks, 6 lanes with a timer on the end, and I told the kids, I supplied everything. I said, "Pick whatever Hot Wheel you want." So they grab them, they're on you, they open them like it's Christmas Day.
Yeah.
They go to their parents and say, "Look what I got, look what I got." All right? They Then I have 6 guys come in there, 6 kids, boys and girls. They all put their cars in the lanes, 1 through 6. We let them go. We count down 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Let them go. The winner. We announce the winner. Number 1, you won. And the kid, yeah, get his car. And then we do another heat until all the kids are done. And then we come to the final 3. At the end, I give them little trophies and I give them prizes. Sometimes I have a Hot Wheel track set. Sometimes, I'll have just a football. I ask them, what do you want? And they smiled and they all come back saying, thank you. Thank you so much for putting this on. The parents are like, this is something that people don't see at car shows
Yes.
or, have activities. Yes, you have face painting at some of them, bubble makers and so, but to get the kids actually involved in something that's car related,
Mhm.
then they get to keep the car too when they walk away. That's what it's about.
So the evolution then must have been, okay, we're going to do valve cover races then for the adults.
Exactly. No, we try to get the word out on the valve covers, and it's like people were trying to go out and buy new ones. It doesn't have to be new. If it's used, it makes it original, makes it customized. It's like, so we had 11 entries, which was pretty good. We were expecting maybe 3 or 4 because we just announced it right before.
Mhm.
The pictures, unbelievable what these people came up with ideas. I
Oh,
mean,
yeah.
my daughter came out with El Pollo Loco. She painted it, bright yellow, feathers on it, wings and everything. I'm like, okay. I mean,
So how do they race these valve covers?
we have a gentleman, Daniel Robles. He's a groover, and he put together a set. He researched it, got the rules of the weights, the height, the dimensions, everything, and we put it out there. These are the rules for the valve cover races. As soon as we put the rules out, people saying like, "I gotta make one. I gotta make one." All
Oh,
right.
so cool.
We had an engineer there that made one. Okay.
Did
He
he
got
win?
3rd place. He got
Yeah.
3rd place.
Okay.
But he made the track 2 pieces, and he bought his power drills, put it together, and we put them up top. 2 competitors. So we had 11, and we put the first 2 up there. The winner of that heat advances to the next one.
Right on.
So there we kept going until we got the top 3. Then the top 3 went head and head. So we got photos of the top 3 on the table with their medals and their trophies.
Fun.
And again, that kicked off with everybody saying, I didn't know that shows could be this fun and
Yeah.
had valve cover races in them. I
Yeah.
mean,
Love it.
Bay Area does the same thing. And that's where I incorporated, spoke with David, president, and said, hey, we're going to try to do the same thing because we only do it once a year at your show. Let's do it at our show and just get it where people can use their valve covers more than just once.
Are you talking
So,
about Saucier, David?
yes, sir. Yes.
Yeah. He's the man. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good
Awesome.
guy.
Yeah.
He's a
Yeah.
shipmate.
So tell me how you see Groofest evolving, say, over the next 5 or 10 years.
It already has started.
Okay.
It was the night of Groofest that I had tremendously, swamped my Facebook page with pictures, nothing but positive things to say. Wow, This is great. I never knew car shows were this fun. The music was great. Valve cover, Hot Wheel, face painting, food vendors. I mean, it was like everybody like, this is what it should be like. We already have taken this positive feedback and incorporated for next year's, but we also are going to change the name due to the fact of Groofest is known as a festival. We want to be known as the Volkswagen Car Show.
Okay.
So we are now in the works of making it Volkstoberfest.
Oh, cool.
Okay. All Volkswagen Car Show, air cooled, water cooled. We already have just in the few couple of days. I mean, this was Saturday. Here we are Thursday. We already have people stepping up to want to be sponsors.
Oh, cool, man.
So
That's one of the hardest things about putting on a show.
They saw, yeah, exactly. They saw the pictures. They heard from the people. This is what we wanted to do: is get the word out.
Yeah,
and we got the word out.
It's happening, like you said.
So the venue accepted us back. Sponsors are already coming out of the woodworks, and the people are already motivated to volunteer for the next one. That's
so awesome.
That's what it's about. That's what it's about.
So the role of, I guess, the VW culture and bringing people together across generations is probably what the success of bringing people together is. It's only
exactly
better. And I feel that because of my shows that I do as well. I'm going to incorporate these types of contests for the kids, because what you said is, it really resonates with us, especially down here in South Florida. It's hot.
Exactly.
And if we're going to do a show in spring, or God willing, we're going to try to do one in summer, we're going to have to do something to entertain these kids, because they're ready to get out of Dodge. You know, they're an hour or two in, they're ready to leave. So
exactly.
Yeah.
So we want to hold them there. I mean, it's like, if while they're there, they might as well enjoy themselves.
Yeah, I'm going to
try. They're enjoying themselves. The parents are going to enjoy themselves.
That's
they
right.
don't have to listen to the kid whining. The kid got something. Okay.
Yeah, no,
it doesn't matter what he got. He owns something now. So
yeah, I love it, man.
That's what it's about.
It's such a good idea. Now you guys do weekly cruises there in Houston too, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct.
Talk to me a little bit about those weekly cruises. What do those mean to you?
We try to do them as we go to like car shows that are out of town. It's like, I know, like VW Harvest, that's near Austin. I mean, that's a 2.5 hour drive for me.
I heard about that, actually. I may have even been from Saucier. He mentioned it to me when he was on, because I teach a sales class in Austin, and I'm there several times a year. It wasn't at the same timing, but yes, I've heard about that.
Yeah. We go to the VW Harvest show. We just came back from Rollout, which is in San Antonio. That's a 3-hour drive. We did it, and most of us showed up there. That was a fantastic show. It was it was hot. It was under a covered patio, but it was hot. People enjoyed themselves. And I mean, the shows out here, like, I'm not saying these are the only places where the shows. I mean, I've been up and down the East and West Coast. You have a gentleman that puts on Dub Splash. That's up near the Dallas-Fort Worth area, and he's doing Dub Splash actually in California next year.
Oh, cool.
And I believe it's in Fontana. So Dub Splash will be in Fontana next year. And
jumping state lines.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Exactly. It's almost like Autorama. Autorama is not just in Houston. You go to Dallas, you got to Sacramento, Las Vegas. It's a traveling circus, So it's like going to go be part of hey, I'm a clown. I'm going to go to the circus,
So funny. It's funny that you said that, because I can share a story with you. Me and my buddy here that runs Salty Dub, we were recently awarded the privilege to take over a show that's been happening on one of the beaches here locally for about 17 years.
Okay.
The head promoter of the show now had tried the last 2 years to successfully put something together, but he lives way up north, and it just didn't work out. Anyway, long story short, we stepped up and we said, hey, we want to have a conversation with them and ask them about, hey, do you want to let us, because we got our foot in now with promoting, you want to let us take over the show?
Right.
He basically called the Volkswagen community a bunch of clowns. Yeah. So what's funny is there were some memes that were circulating for a little while,
right,
of a bunch of us, crowded around a little old classic Volkswagen, a bunch of clowns, and it's like, here we are headed to the beach bash.
Exactly.
So yeah, man, I'll be a clown every day of the week. Sign me up.
Exactly. And it's
Yeah,
not, it's using the term clown, but I mean in a good way. And it's like, so you have to have fun, right? You have
yeah,
fun.
yeah,
That's
for
what it's about,
absolute sure.
so.
So let
But
me
there's a
ask.
show in Florida. Isn't there something about the bayou? Buses on the bayou or something like that?
Yeah,
Or
yeah, yeah. Bugs on the Bayou. Yeah.
bugs on the bayou?
My buddy Derrick Henry. There's a lot of stuff here
Right,
southeast, man, especially in Florida, Pensacola area.
right.
In Dade City, there's Bug Jam. There's our shows. We got V Dubs over the Skyway, which is Tampa Bay market. That show's been running 27 years.
Okay.
Me and my buddy took it over in 2024 because same thing after COVID, it had failed to restart.
Right.
And dude, man, you put these shows together, finding sponsors, finding the time with a full-time job and 5 kids, all of that.
Wow.
It's a lot of work, brother.
Yeah, it is.
Work.
It
And I'm
is.
not complaining. I do it for my love of the community and the culture. Plus, we all want to see some really cool shows and events.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly.
if you follow along, you'll probably be happy to see over the next little while. I'm going to try to incorporate some of these things that you guys are doing
Nice.
to educate
Nice.
kids. Yeah, where do you
I,
see the culture going? Is it growing still? Is it fading? Do we have to transform? Like, what do you think is happening with the Volkswagen community and culture in the future?
I'm glad you asked that. It's I first was afraid. I mean, not like scared or something, but afraid that this is it. Last generation. That's all. Everybody wants electric cars, or they have no. You don't have shop classes in school anymore, and it's like people are getting away from old school fun. Okay, people are on electronics all day long. It's just me. I thought it was just gonna be maybe 5 years and fade out, but a lot of people have changed their tune, and I'm seeing 18, 19-year-old girls that are bringing their cars to the show for the first time.
Mm,
We
yes.
had we had an 18-year-old high school senior bring her, I believe it's a 2008, 2010 Volkswagen Bug with the eyelashes and everything else on
Yeah,
it,
yeah.
and she was top 10.
Oh, cool.
And the feeling and the way she looked when her name got called out, and her mom came up to me, she goes, "This is her first car show." And I looked at her, I go, "I can 100% relate to that." When I won my first car show, I wasn't 18, but when I won my first car show, the feeling, you know, and she took that, she joined the club that same day. And it's like her parents says, "She needs something like this."
Wonderful,
Everybody needs something like this.
man. We just all want to belong.
Exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. So
That's
to
great.
me, that turning point, and I could tell you other stories of, I mean, I've had not just female, male, young guys coming to shows and getting appreciated and seeing how people talk to them about their cars. They're going like, wow, I never knew this could happen. I mean, I'm just a normal Joe, and this is a normal Volkswagen to
Right,
them.
right,
But to people, it's not. They
right.
see it, they don't see that every day, and they want to hear your story. Everybody has a story, and it's there to be told.
What do you think the VW lifestyle teaches us as a whole about patience, maybe even about creativity?
Patience, we all have to deal with that. Getting parts are hard to come.
Yeah,
Mechanics are hard to find
yeah,
nowadays.
yeah.
Time, being patient, waiting for the VW to, and once you get the VW, something else is gonna break. It's
Yeah, buddy.
so
Uh,
carrying a lot of spare parts, with you to it patience, I think, comes with it. It has to come with it.
I'm in
And
Tampa. I'm in
yes.
Tampa. Well, Tampa St. Pete area, and this week we took our camper up to Fort Wilderness at Disney in Orlando, and we're staying at Fort Wilderness and hanging out with some friends here at Disney. I'm actually here now. But what I was going to say was the patience. Now, this isn't a Volkswagen story, but I can tell you this. Yesterday, I get here, we get all set up. I turn the AC on, fan motor fails. I'm like, come on, man. This is like my damn Volkswagens. I just picked it up. The AC was just working yesterday.
Right.
yeah, to call a mechanic out. He came out yesterday in the evening and fixed it. And, it's, yeah, man, I certainly understand that feeling.
Yeah. Yeah. It's patience comes with it. If you don't have patience, don't buy a project.
So after 22 years in the Navy, also decades in the VW world, what would your philosophy be on resilience?
Wow. I know to actual VW owners, I always say, drive it, don't hide it. Basically, you keep your car's garage. What's it doing in the garage?
Yeah.
I
They
mean,
also
one,
break
they're saying,
down if
"Oh,
you
I'm
don't drive them.
protecting it. It's an investment. It's this." Great.
Drive it.
I may not be here tomorrow. You may not be here tomorrow. Tomorrow's not guaranteed. I'm going to drive mine. Drive it out there, make other people smile. That's my way of giving back. It's like, hey, I never seen one of those on the road. There you go. It's just driving around. I mean, it's that oomph that you get of driving and somebody just honk and look at you and smile. It's
Oh,
like, you know,
yeah.
thank you. That's appreciative. Just like you saying to me, thank you for your service. It's the same way. It means the same. It's appreciative, you
Yeah.
know. So
Awesome.
I see the civilian, I'd say call them civilians, but I mean, people that don't own Volkswagens, it brings that history back to them saying, I remember seeing this, even though I didn't own one. I remember seeing this when I was younger.
Yeah, they
I
all got
remember
stories.
it's the
They-
good times.
yeah.
That's the era that you remember.
Yeah. What do you want people to remember about Caribbean Queen, say 20 years from now? Your daughter's got her.
Right.
What what do you want people to remember about her?
That she was a smile on wheels.
Oh, cool, man. Heck
A smile on wheels. It's like you see
yeah.
her, you smile. It makes you smile. It makes you feel good. It's a good feel. That, that I don't take anything else away from it. It's like it gives me a good feeling driving her. It gives people a good feeling when they see her and they hear me crank up the Beach Boys and
Oh,
all. It's the feeling. It's just
yeah.
the smile. That's
Yeah. I
a
love it.
smile is worth more than words.
The smile on wheels. I
Yes.
love it, man. All right, I got some rapid fire questions. These are questions that'll demand a fast response. If a story evolves out of them, cool. But if not, no big deal.
Right.
Let's move on to the next one. You ready?
You read it.
All right. All right. Favorite VW model of all time?
Model?
Yeah.
Wow. I just say convertible Carmageddon 66.
Oh, sweet, man. You had that ready to go. Awesome.
Yeah, my sister was born in 66 and she's looking for one and she can't find one. So
I got a 71 and it's not a convertible, but it's my
okay.
wife's favorite car. And yeah, we're putting all kinds of work and love into that one right now, bringing her back.
Yep.
Yeah, awesome. Okay. I have a feeling I know the answer on this one, but I'm still going to ask it just because.
Okay.
Split window or bay window if you had to choose one?
That's obvious.
Yeah, I
Split
figured.
Safari
Yeah.
all the
Okay.
way.
How about dream cruise location?
That's hard. I'd say Fiji, but I don't know the roads to Fiji.
I don't even know if you can get to Fiji, right?
No, I'd say anywhere that there's sand and water.
Okay, so beachy vibe for you. All right. You rocking cruise music? You rocking reggae or classic rock?
Ooh, I'm mixed.
Okay.
I'm saying right between. I mean, I love both.
Me too.
I
Me
love
too.
both.
It's hard to pick, right?
Yeah.
How about favorite car movie?
Movie. Wow. I would have to give you a list because I mean, a lot of them have Volkswagens in them. So,
Yeah, that's what I was hoping.
it's like I've now noticed, when I watch a movie and I spot a Volkswagen, there it is. I get that moment that you
Yeah.
see Leonardo DiCaprio in those little TikToks or YouTube where he goes, that's it, look, right there, right there. It's like that moment. It's like in the movies, I'll do the same thing when I see a Volkswagen, right there, right there.
We're,
Exactly.
we're all just like this little sick tribe. It's awesome.
Right. Exactly.
Oh, this is a good one. How about this one? How about one mod that you'll never do to the Caribbean Queen?
I can tell you one mod that I'm entertaining,
Okay, let's flip it. How about one mod that you will be entertaining?
bagging her.
Oh,
I don't know why. I know.
sweet.
I know. It
Hey,
sounds
man.
crazy, but
Hey, It's
I
our
entertained
age,
it,
brother.
but
We're a low rider culture. We can't help it. It's how we were raised, especially you in California. I
right,
think I was culture-wise as about as close to California as I could be. West Coast, Florida, Miami vibes, all through the 80s and 90s. Dude, if it wasn't low and
right,
slow, you weren't doing it right. So I
exactly.
I understand that completely.
Yeah.
Hey, brother, bag it. Let's go. Let's go.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome for sure. If you weren't into VWs, what kind of car would you be into?
Wow, that's a good question. That's a good question. I would have to say probably still stay with a German due to the fact that growing up and all, my dad's best friend, my sister's godfather, was a Volkswagen mechanic. And I saw Volkswagens, Audis, you name it. I mean, all German vehicles going in there. And I mean, yeah, Mercedes Benz and stuff. So I would stick with German.
Okay. Me too. And back for my childhood, same thing. I grew up, my dad had Mercedes Benz my whole life. I got
Right.
my wife drives an Audi now. She also has that Carmen Ghia. Obviously, we're a Volkswagen, family, but same for me. I've
Yeah.
always been attracted to the German engineering.
The
Even
German precision. I
Yeah,
mean,
the
it's
German precision.
everybody thinks what's the best bearing to buy? You buy a German
German.
bearing, right?
Yeah,
See? Yeah,
yeah.
that's it.
All right. How about any shout outs? Any shout outs for Funkengruven, for Groovefest? How about maybe where people can find you? If they want to get some motivation from you, they want to reach out and connect with you, they want to find out more about Groovefest in Houston, about Funkengruven, how can
Absolutely.
they connect with you?
We have a Facebook page, the Funkengruven Vintage VW Car Club, also on Instagram. Uh, Caribbean Queen has her own on Instagram and on Facebook as well.
Okay.
So it's just Caribbean underscore Queen. And or call me. No. No. I'm retired, so I mean I have a lot of time if I don't have to do a honey-do list or anything else like that around the
Yeah.
house. But people see me all the time. If I don't enter a car show, I'm at the car show, and it's just the opportunity that everybody has to have. But we're both on Facebook and Instagram. You can
Let's also,
find me.
let's also not forget you were just in issue number 23, Volksmania magazine. You
Uh-huh.
got a nice ride up in there. Groovefest got a nice ride up in there.
Yep.
Yeah, you
I
guys can
started
find
out
him
with
there as well.
I started out with issue 22, and that was talking about a car club that we met in Louisville, Kentucky.
Uh huh.
So I did an article about their car club, and then we talked about a little bit about our car club in the next one coming up right now. The one that's be coming out, I believe, in December, that come out every 3 months, is going to be about Groovefest. It's
Oh,
going to have
okay.
all the photos of Groovefest, all the activity, the cars, the winners, and appreciation to our sponsors and stuff like that.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah.
I shot, yeah,
We got a shot. We got a shout out to the peer show that we just did last year. That's also coming up in 25.
okay,
Yeah,
okay.
that's going to be fun. I think Paul said that's January, but I'm 100% sure.
Is it okay?
Yeah, I know
Yeah.
they're. See, I wish they were every month. Do you want to maybe plug any upcoming events or any appearances around locally where you're going to be?
We do, we do. First and foremost, I'd like to thank a lot of people out there, especially Paul K from Volkswagen magazine. Got a good relationship with CIP1 out in California,
Yes.
Wolfburg West, J Bugs, Metric Method. Who we got now? We got a lot. So many people that are just like coming out of the woodworks. A new friend of mine, husband and wife team from King Performance VW. Awesome. They supplied us with some raffles. We had a heavy duty engine dolly, a carburetor that was donated,
Nice.
flat four out of Japan,
Oh,
Tokyo, Japan, sent me a GT steering wheel with an adapter. I mean, we were just blessed with, I mean, all the items that were donated for Groovefest and stuff like that. It was like the community, like I said, the VW community, they're always there.
yeah.
EMPI, I mean, I could go on and on and on and on. I have to thank my wife. My wife for putting up with me.
Yeah.
Now she's helping me out at the shows and stuff like that, and we're getting more people seeing, okay, it's family orientated. That's not him running the show. His wife is there, and then people are stepping up and volunteering as well.
Yeah.
And that's what it's about. It's about the community.
I agree.
The next show we have is actually just a meet. We're planning on going to VW Harvest. The meet
Austin.
we have November 2nd. It's at Wolfsmith's. Wolfsmith is an old motorcycle restoration place. They also work on air-cooled vehicles. And I got to meet the owner there, David Ho, and he wants to bring people, aware of his situation. He has it's a coffee shop, it's a mechanic shop,
Dang.
it's a bar, it's a place to hang out.
Dang. Okay.
So November 2nd, we'll be there just having a basically Volkswagen appreciation meet
Okay.
on November 2nd. And we're planning on getting involved with April Sound, which is April Sound Country Club in Conroe, Lake Conroe, but that's going to be in April 11th.
Nice.
And as I mentioned earlier, Groofest will now be Volkstoberfest.
Yeah.
October 3rd.
Cool name.
Same location, the Shop Club in Houston.
Okay.
And we taken steps, and you learn from your mistakes, or you learn from items. We'll have a DJ instead of a live band. We have access to being MCs and the microphone and everything else, making announcements from valve covers. Valve cover races will be back. Hot Wheels racing will be back.
Awesome.
So it's just, we're probably adding more. I don't want to let the cat out of the bag.
Yeah, that's
but
okay.
we're adding a couple more events that, it's going to be crazy.
Oh, so
it's going to be crazy. It's going to be something after another. So we're
Well,
looking very forward to 2026.
Yeah, I hope our paths will cross.
Absolutely.
Full time. This is not what I do.
Yeah.
My wife and I own a real estate company, and
Okay.
and I do that full time. Work with buyers, sellers, etc. But I have this dream of being able to travel the country like I've done in my past for my professional career,
Right.
and be able to go to all you guys' shows and show up
Yeah.
and set up a Dub Life Diaries tent and just be there,
Yeah.
in support of you awesome guys that are making this whole Volkswagen community, man. So, dude, again, thank you, bro, so much.
We try.
Thank you for your time. And that's a wrap for this episode of Dub Life Diaries. Thanks for riding along with us and diving into these incredible stories of the people in the dubs that drive their dreams. If you love today's episode, don't forget to subscribe or hit that follow button so you never miss an adventure. Do you have a story to tell or know somebody else who's living the dub life? Awesome! Reach out to us. You can find us on all socials at Dub Life Diaries, or shoot me an email. I'm not hard to find. dublifediaries@gmail.com. Until next time, keep the engines humming and the wheels turning, and always follow the road that inspires you. This is Joe Person. I'm signing off. I'll catch you on the next ride.